Things are heating up in the luxury condo market here in Miami-Dade, and we're going to be talking about it in this video. So if that's you, stay where you're at because you're going to want to stick through till the end of this video. We're talking about all the data that you need to know. Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent, and all of my contact info is in the description down below if you'd like to reach out. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the luxury condo market in Miami-Dade, which is every condo above $1 million, which represents the top 10% of sales in the market, okay? Reason that we do that is, well, because I want to. It's my channel. But the other reason that we do it is because we want to take a segmented look at the market so that we can really have a better understanding than what most people do, where they take a wide view of everything and try to draw conclusions from it. Well, my opinion is you want to get very specific and niche down on your data so that you can get a better understanding of what's happening and make better informed decisions, okay? So that's what we do on this channel. If you appreciate that, obliterate the like button, hit subscribe, ring the notification bell, and all that good stuff, all right? So in the first graph that we're going to be looking at here, which, by the way, all this data comes directly from the MLS, which is another huge thing that most people are looking at, like Redfin data and all, things that aren't as specific. This is the data from the source, okay? So enough of that. Now we're looking at the number of sales first versus the close price to original price ratio. So the close price to original price ratio, in case it's your first time on the channel or you weren't aware, is the ratio between what a property was listed at versus what it actually ended up selling at. So if it was originally listed at $1 million and then it sold at, say, $950,000, that's a 95% close price to original price ratio, okay? So first things first, let's look at the number of sales, which is our green line here. We can see that sales of luxury condos in Miami-Dade were up in May, specifically to 193 sales from 148 in April, for a month-over-month increase of 45 units sold and a 30.4% increase, okay? So that's pretty substantial because that's just 1 month, right? And now that's actually overshadowed, though, in my opinion, compared to the year-over-year figure of 331 sales last May, which is 138 fewer sales compared to this year, or a 41.7% decrease, which is pretty staggering if you think about it, okay? Now, let's look at that blue line next, the close price to original price ratio. Close price to original price ratio was more or less flat month over month at 91.2% in April compared to 91.3% in May. So compared to last May, though, it's a decrease of 6.2%. Meaning that people are getting better deals in relation to the list price now than they were this time last year around this spot, okay? Now, next graph I want to show you guys here is all about supply, looking at the number of active listings versus the number of new listings, okay? So active supply of luxury condos decreased month over month from 2,107 in April to 2,047 in May, a 2.8% decrease and 60 fewer units for sale, okay? So inventory going down a little bit there, right? Now, year over year, we have a good bit more of active supply of luxury condo inventory compared to last May's 1,790, okay? That's 257 more units for sale, or 14.4% of an increase, okay, in the inventory. Now, you can definitely see here, where inventory has been decreasing since 2019, big time. And then towards the beginning of 2022, we started to see an increase in the supply. There's a lot more luxury units being built, in the Miami area during that time, coming to market and helping to increase our supply. You see that new listing bump here, right? But then it started to slump. Well, sales also started to slump at that time, which accounts for why more units of inventory were coming on the market, net. All right. Now, new listings clocked in at 357 in May versus 365 in April, for a month-over-month decrease of 8 units, or 2.2%. Year over year, we saw a decrease of 24.4%, with 115 fewer units compared to over here, in last May when there was 472 new listings, okay? So 472 new listings last May, and then things started to sort of slump down a bit there. If you just looked at it from here, towards the rest of the graph, it looks like a slow trend upwards, right? And then it was like, new inventory started dwindling down. We got a little pop up here, and then, it's not a trend per se, but it looks like it's trending down again there, or it could be trending down, comparing that 472 to this, May's 357, right? So definitely we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss, upcoming videos where we will discuss what happened after now. So median sale price is what we're going to be looking at next in this graph, as well as the average days on market. How long is it taking to sell luxury condos? So first things first, median sale price of high-end condos in Miami-Dade decreased from $1,636,500 in April, right here. The green line right here, that would have been right there, in April, to $1.5 million in May over here. So that's an 8.3% month-over-month decrease. Similarly, but less pronounced, that's a 6.3% decrease year over year from last May's $1.6 million median sale price, which would have been about right there, okay? Now, the market has definitely been heating up for the last couple months here for luxury condos, with the average days on market clocking in at 136 over here in May versus 166 in April right there. Now that's a 30-day difference, or 18.1% less time on the market. Year over year, however, we saw only a 5.6% decrease in days on market from last May's 144 days on market, okay? So 144 to 136, okay? So, not a crazy difference, but definitely a difference, and, definitely another thing we'll be keeping our eyes on here. So let's look next at months of inventory. That's this lovely graph right now. Now, month of inventory, in case you weren't aware, is basically a measure of if no new units came on the market, how long would it take to sell the existing supply? So months of inventory for luxury condos in Miami-Dade decreased from April to May from 14 months of inventory to 11 months of inventory, meaning we went from a buyer's market with that 14 months back into a marginally normal market with the 11 months. And even though it appears that the market for luxury condos is heating up, as evidenced by this and the other graphs that we've seen, this is still more than double what our months of inventory was last May, when we only had 5 months of inventory, okay? So, it's heating up, but it's nowhere near as hot as it was last year. So, we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. What in the world does this mean if you're a buyer? What does it mean if you're a seller? What does it mean if you're an investor? So if you're a buyer in this market looking at luxury condos, you want to be very discerning. As we saw with the closed price to original price ratio, it's getting closer to 100, meaning, closer to 100%. The closer it is to 100%, the less frequent or the less pronounced the quote unquote deals are that you're getting in the market. So you really want to be discerning about what you're looking at, making sure with a professional such as myself, what the market value, the exact market value, not the Zillow's estimate or someone's opinion, an actual market expert's, assigned value, what the market value is of a property before you make that offer. Okay, and also too, a professional like myself can help you make sure you're making a competitive offer, but not giving away the farm, obviously, okay? Now, as well as, the price goes, you really want to take a look at the building, okay? Because there's a new law in Florida that once 2025 starts, we're going to have all the reserves are going to be required to have at least 10%. All the associations are going to have at least 10% in reserves, okay? So you want to really make sure that you're looking at the building itself. Is it financially stable? Do they have reserves? Are there assessments that are coming down the line? Things of that sort, okay? What does it mean if you're a seller in this market for luxury condos? Well, marketing is everything. It always has been and it always will be as far as selling real estate goes. You're going to get more money for your property if you have professional marketing, okay? Somebody like myself who's a listing specialist, of course I work with buyers as well, but my marketing, I'll put it up against any agent in the market, guaranteed, hands down, no hesitation. And that expert professional marketing always is gonna get you more money for your property than other properties where somebody comes in with an iPhone -7 and starts taking photos that look like they were taken on a potato. Now, the reason for that is because with professional marketing, you're gonna get more people into the property, you're gonna get more offers, you're gonna increase the chance of getting a bidding war, you're gonna increase the chance of people feeling like, oh my gosh, this property is amazing and we gotta offer top dollar for it to make sure that we're the ones who win, okay? So marketing, okay? There's a lot more that goes into that. I could literally talk for hours about marketing properties and you know, how to most effectively sell a property in Miami-Dade. So if you're in that type of situation, again, all my contact info is in the description down below. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, whatever you wanna do, but reach out to me because I guarantee you that I am your best bet to get the most amount of money for your property in this market or any market, all right? Now, what does it mean if you're an investor? Again, you know, always kind of comes down to the same thing for investors is you got to analyze the deal, make sure it looks good on paper. A lot of, you know, luxury rentals come down to the neighborhood, the building, where it's at, et cetera, the amenities especially. So, you know, all these things come into play are giant factors, and somebody like myself can help you analyze the deal and make sure that, hey, you know, it looks good on paper. Does it make sense in reality, right? Because it's one thing for a deal to look good on paper. It's another thing for it to actually, in reality, be feasible and practicable. So that's what somebody like myself can help you out with. And, you know, there's a lot more that goes into it, and everybody's situation is different, okay? So if you want help with your specific situation, that's literally why I'm here. That's why I do these videos, is not just to bring this free value to buyers and sellers and, you know, consumers at large in the market, but also to give you guys the opportunity to reach out to me. You know, I'm here to help you and make sure that you are able to not just make the best informed decision for yourself and for your family, but to actually execute on those goals and make them a reality. That's what I do. So if you're in that type of situation, whether it's buying, selling, investing, I am definitely your best bet to help make that a reality. So reach out to me. All my contact info is in the description down below. And I can't wait to hear from you. Jake Fletcher with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.